Hello, good day and welcome back to class. Look at what we have here. We'll be learning how to make this beautiful layered dress today. I'll be showing you how to customize it to different sizes up to 3 or 5 years, I think. So, and one thing I'll suggest you watch the video first before making it, because along the line I actually made some adjustments so that you wouldn't do what I said before, and later you saw that I adjusted it. I mentioned that I adjusted it, and you feel frustrated. So that's um I am suggesting that you watch the video first before you actually make yours. It's quite easy to make, and yeah, I'll be taking you through the materials we'll be needing, then we are going to jump right into the tutorial. So these are the few materials we'll be needing. We'll be needing ball of yarns. We'll be using the three colors. You can decide to actually use just two, so you just use your main color. I'll be using 4 colors. You can decide to use 3, use this white, then just 2 colors, and the third color will be in the middle. Or you can decide to use 1 color. You can just decide to play with colors. It's totally up to you. As for me, I'll be working with these 4 colors, and the brand I'll be using is Yeye. It's 100% acrylic, and it is lightweight, very thin, and I'll be working with just 1 strand. If I actually get some comments concerning Yeye they want to purchase, if you would like me to drop link in for my shop on how to shop for this yarn, please, because I've gotten like couple of comments on how to get the Yeye. So this is a very common brand in Nigeria, very common. Yeah, so that's why you see me working with Yeye almost all the time, because this is one of the most available yarn in Nigeria. So like I said, I'll be working with these 4 gorgeous colors. So, and the hook size I'll be using is size 3.0 mm hook. We'll be needing a tapestry needle, we'll be needing a pair of scissors, we'll be needing tape rule, measuring tape, very important. I'll be using ribbon for this decoration, and also this flower. For the ribbon, it's quite optional. If you don't have it, trust me, you can just make your chain instead of ribbon, and I think the chain will be just fine as the ribbon. So you don't need to get this if you don't have. And also, what else? I think that's all. Those are the materials we'll be needing. Yeah, we'll be needing button. I used 1 button at the back, and it's around 1.5 centimeters wide. So that being said, if you are not yet a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Click the like button if you find the video useful, because every week, trust me, I drop beautiful and gorgeous tutorials. Check the channel, look at all our videos. You see that they are premium content, trust me, for babies and toddlers. So by next week, we'll be dropping we'll be working on matching sets. It's 2-in-1 set for baby boys that will be matching this color palette. So if you are interested, if you love that kind of vibe, making beautiful pieces for babies and toddlers, trust me, you're on the right channel. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and if you find the video useful, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment. So that being said, and also I have a written pattern for this and other tutorials I have on the channel, link in my description box. And yeah, please, if you like to support, subscribe to my membership plan, and also get any of my pattern for it. Okay, so thank you and happy new month. So let's jump right into the tutorial. So to start our dress, we are going to be starting with the yoke, the upper part of our dress, and I'll be showing you how to do the adjustment and the calculation. So this diagram here it shows us how the structure of the yoke. We have the back flaps where we are going to have the button at the back. These are the armholes while this is the front of the yoke. So the fingers here is for size 0 to 6 months. So the back flaps will be 8 chains, 8 chains, and whatever you have here at the back, addition of both digits at the back, both figures at the back is what you are going to have in the front. So 8 plus 8 is 16. So that's why we have 16 here, and 14 for the armholes. So for foundation, for 0 to 6 months, the foundation chain is going to be 8 plus 14 plus 16 plus this 14 plus 8, and that will give us, so this gives us 16. So after that, these corners, we are going to be needing 1 chain each to make our corners. So we are going to be having 4 corners. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to be adding 4 chains to that. So plus 4 chains, that will give us 64. Then after that, we are working with a double crochet. So we are going to be needing turning chain, and we'll be needing two chains for our turning chain. So you are going to be adding 2. So the total foundation chain for 0 to 6 months will be 66. Sorry, it's going to be 66 chains. So this is what you are going to have. So if you are making for another size, we are going to be following this formation here to increase or to decrease. So if you are making an increase for size 6 to 12 months, so you are going to be adding, the formation is 2 2 4 2 2. So that is 2 year, you will add 2 year, you will add 2 year, you will add 4 year, because 2 plus 2 at the back will give you 4. So you add 4 year, 2 year, 2 year. I hope that makes sense. So for 6 to 12 months, which I am doing, we have 8 years, so we are going to be adding 2. So that will give us 10, yeah. And here is 14, we are going to be adding 2. That's 16. Here is 16, we are going to be adding 4. So that will give us 20. Here is 14, we are going to be adding 2. That will give us 16. And here is 8, we'll be adding 2 again. That will give us 10. So the total of this will be, so I have 72 here. So remember, we added our corner chains, which is 4. We added it here. So we are going to be doing the same thing here. We'll be adding 4, and that will give me 76. And we are going to be adding 2 turning chains. So I'm going to have 78. So my foundation chain for 6 to 12 months is going to be 78. I hope that makes sense. And finally, let me do for 12 to 18 months. Then you just go ahead and follow the same formation for any other sizes you are making. So 12 to 18 months, that will be, we have 10 here already. So if you are doing for 12 to 18 months, we are going to be adding 2 to this 10. So that will give us 12. This is 16, we are going to be adding 2, that will give us 18. This is 20, we are going to be adding 4, that will give us 24. This is 16, we add 2, that will give us 18. And again, this is 10, we are going to add 2, that will give us 12. So in total, we are going to have, so that gives us 84. So we are going to be adding our corner chain, which is 4. So it's 4 plus 4, that will give us 88. Then we are going to be adding our turning chain plus 2, and that is 90. So for 12 to 18 months, you are going to be chaining 90. So you go ahead and apply the same formula for any of the sizes you are making. So if you are doing for 18 to 24 months, you are going to be adding your 2, you are going to be adding it here, not here. You are going to be adding it here. So just like that, that will help you with how to adjust it. So now, for the size I'm making 6 to 12 months, this is my foundation chain, 78. So I'm going to make a slip knot. I'll make a slip knot, and I will go ahead and chain 78. So you go ahead and chain whatever number of chains you need to do according to the size you are making. So I will go ahead, make 78 chains, and when I'm done with that, I will come and show you what next to do. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I'll go ahead and complete my 78 chains. So I have my 78 chains, and it measures without being stretched. I have around 15.5 inches without being stretched. So this is what I have. So right now we are going to start working with our pattern. So we are going to skip 3 chains, but remember our turning chain was 2, but to start our pattern we are going to be skipping 3 chains. So this is not a chain, this is a loop. This is our first chain, this is the second, and this is the third. So we are skipping this 3. I will go into our 4th chain right here. You go right in, you yarn over, you go into your 4th chain, you go right inside, pull out a loop. You have 3 loops. You yarn over, you put through 2, you yarn over, you put through the remaining 2. So we have our double crochet. So after that you yarn over and go back into that 3rd chain. So you go right back, pull out a loop, yarn over, put through 2, yarn over, put through 2. Remember our turning chain was 2, not 3. Yeah. So we have our first X stitch. So moving on to the next group of X stitch. So we are going to, this is our next stitch, this right here, this is the next chain. You are going to skip that, you move to the next one and work a double crochet, and after that you go back into that skipped chain right here. You go back and work a double crochet. So we have our second group of X stitch. So next, this is the next chain. You skip it, you move to the next one, work a double crochet, then you go back into the skipped chain and work your double crochet. Again, you skip the next chain, you move to the next one, you work a double crochet, then you go back into the skipped chain, which is this. You go back inside and work a double crochet inside. As you can see, this is what we have. So let's go back to our drawing board. So if you are doing for 0 to 6 months, remember your back flap is 8, and 8 divided by 2, remember we are using 2 chains to make 1 X stitch. So you are going to be making 4 groups of this X stitch. If you are doing for 0 to 6 months, this is 8, so we've used 8 chains. If you are doing for 6 to 12 months, 10 divided by 2 will be doing, that's 5, so we'll be doing 5 groups of this before we get to our corner. If you are doing for 12 to 18 months, that's 12 divided by 2, that's 6, so we'll be doing 6 groups of this before we get to the corner stitch. I hope you understand that. So as for me, I will be adding 1 more group. So I'll skip this next chain and move here. I'm sorry if there is any noise, it's quite raining at the moment, raining heavily. So I went back to the skipped chain and work a double crochet. So I have my 5 groups completed. 1 2 3 4 5. So after that, the next chain is our corner chain. So we are going to be working our corner stitch here, and every corner we will always work 1 double crochet, chain 1, then 1 double crochet, all in 1 stitch. A double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's what we'll be doing in the corner stitch. So after that, we go back to our X stitch. You skip the next chain, you move to the following one, you work a double crochet, then you go back into the skipped one, you work a double crochet. Again, you skip the next chain, you move to the next one, work a double crochet, then you go back to the one you skipped, you work a double crochet. So I will keep repeating this for 0 to 6 months. 14 divided by 2, that's 7. So you keep repeating that until you have 7 of this. As for me, I have 16. I will keep repeating that until I have 8 groups of the X stitch. For 12 to 18 months, you keep repeating until you have 9 groups of the X stitch. So when I have my 8 of this done, I will come and show you how we are going to do the corner stitch again. Then we'll go ahead and do the remaining ourselves. So I have my 8 groups completed. This is where we did our corner stitch. In case you find it confusing, kindly mark this chain 1 space so that you can always know where the corner stitch is. So I said I was going to do 8 groups, so I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So after that, we are going to work our second corner stitch. So we go right into the next chain, you work a double crochet, chain 1, then you go back and work 1 double crochet again. So that's our corner stitch. Moving on, we start working our X stitch again. You skip the next chain, you move to the next one, work a double crochet, go back to the skipped one, work a double crochet again. I'll skip the next chain, move to the next one, I'll work a double crochet, I'll go back into the previous one that I skipped, work a double crochet. Okay, I'll do that again. And we are going to keep repeating this. As for 0 to 6 months, you keep repeating this until you have 16 divided by 2, until you have 8 groups of this. As for me, I will keep repeating until I have 10. As for 12 to 18 months, you keep repeating until you have 12. So we keep repeating that, and after that, when you complete it, you go ahead, you make your corner stitch, and after that you proceed to the next one, which is the second armhole. So I will leave this on the screen like this. You can pause and take a screenshot so that you can know the number of these 10 stitches you need to make before your corner stitch. So we go ahead and complete our first row. So when I have this completed, I will come and show you what next to do. So this is what I have after completing mine. So these are corner stitch 1, 2, 3 and 4. So moving on to row 2, we are always going to start with 2 chains. You are always going to chain 2, 1, 2, then you turn. So after turning, we are going to skip our first chain and move here. Remember, we are working with X stitch, so you work your first double crochet here, then after that you go back into the skipped stitch and work a double crochet there. So we just made our first X stitch. Then you move to the next, you work a double crochet here, then you go back into the skip stitch, you work a double crochet again, you skip the next stitch, you work a double crochet in the next one, then you go back into the skipped stitch and work a double crochet. So again, you skip the next stitch and move to the next, you work a double crochet, then you work a double crochet in the next one, which is this. Again, this is the next stitch, you are going to skip it, you move here, you work a double crochet, then into the next one, into the previous one that you skipped, you work a double crochet. So after completing that, we are right here at our V stitch. So here is what you're going to be doing. This right here is our next stitch, which is 1 double crochet. We are going to skip it and move into our chain 1 space, you work a double crochet. Then after that, you go back into the double crochet you skipped, this right here, you work a double crochet. Remember, our corner stitch is a double crochet, chain 1 double crochet. So we've done the first double crochet inside, remaining 1 more, right? So you are going to chain 1 and you are going to skip the chain 1 space. Remember, we have 1 more double crochet to do inside. You are going to skip it and move to the next double crochet, which is this. You work a double crochet. Then after that, you will now go back into your chain 1 space and work your last double crochet. So we just did our 1 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, but at the same time we did our X stitch. I hope that makes sense. So after that, you go ahead and proceed with your pattern. You skip the next stitch, move to the next one, you work a double crochet, then you go back into the skipped one, you work a double crochet. So I will go ahead, keep repeating the pattern until I get to the next corner stitch, and I will come and show you how to do that again. So we are right here in our next corner stitch. So as you can see, our previous double crochet, chain 1 double crochet. So here's what you are going to do. This is the next stitch, which is a double crochet. You are going to skip that and you move into the chain 1 space, you work your first double crochet, then you go back into the double crochet that you skipped, you work your double crochet, then you go ahead, you chain 1, then you move to the next double crochet, you work 1 double crochet, then you go back into your chain 1 space and work a double crochet. So you just go ahead with your pattern. Skip the next, you move to the next, you work a double crochet, and you go back to the skipped one, work your double crochet. So we just go ahead and keep repeating our pattern. When you get to your corner stitch, you repeat the same thing. You skip the double crochet, you work one double crochet in your chain one, then go back into the skip double crochet, you make a double crochet. So after that, you chain one, you work a double crochet into this next stitch, and then after that you go back into your chain one space and add one more double crochet. After that, you go ahead and continue with your pattern until you get to the end, and remember to do the same thing in your last corner stitch. So when I have all this done, I will come and show you how to start our row 3. So I've completed my row 2, and this is what we have. So moving on to row 3, you are, like I said, you will always start with chain 2. So you chain 2 and turn. So after turning, we are going to start our pattern. Remember, you skip the first stitch, you move to the next, you work a double crochet, then you go back into the skipped stitch and work your double crochet. So I will go ahead and keep repeating the pattern until I get to the corner stitch, which is here, right here. So when I get here, I will come and show you what to do. So I'm right here, so working on my last X stitch before the chain one space. So right here, so this is the chain one space. Just like we did in the first row, you are going to work a double crochet, chain one, double crochet. For the corner stitch, it's just a repetition of this and this. You work a double crochet, chain one, double crochet, and in the next row you are going to be repeating this, where you are going to skip this stitch, work a double crochet into your chain one space, then go back here and work. I don't want to get you confused. After this row, I'm going to show you how you're going to start the next row. So it's just going to be repetition of row 2 and row 3 until we have the size of our yoke. So after completing this, you go ahead, continue working your pattern all the way. When you get to your chain space, your corner space, you are going to work one double crochet, chain one, and one double crochet inside. Then you go ahead and work your patterns again. When you get to the chain one space, you go ahead and work one double crochet, chain one double crochet. So you go ahead and repeat this until you get to the very end. So I have row 3 completed, and this is what we have. So for row 4, we are going to always start with chain 2, remember. So you are going to skip the first stitch, you move to the next one, you work a double crochet, and you go back into the skip stitch and work your double crochet. So go ahead, repeat this pattern. When I get to this our corner stitch where we have double crochet, chain one, double crochet, I will come and show you how to work out the how to work our X stitch around this. So I'm right here at the corner. Remember, you are going to skip that double crochet, you go into your chain one space, you work a double crochet, then you go back into that double crochet and work a double crochet inside, and after that you are going to chain one, and you will go into the next double crochet, work a double crochet, then you go back into your chain one space and add one more double crochet. So this is what your corner is going to look like. So whenever you get to the corner, we are just going to be alternating between this. So our next row, when you get to the corner, you are going to be working one double crochet, chain one double crochet into this chain one space, and the next one you are going to repeat what we just did. So that's just what you are going to be repeating when you get to the corners, and after that all other things remains the same. So we'll go ahead, complete this, and after that you go ahead and start your new row. That's row 5, and we go ahead and keep repeating this for 0 to 6 months, or if you want to do for 0 to 3 months, you keep doing this until, okay, let me fold this up. You keep repeating this because this is what our yoke is going to look like. So these are the armholes. Let me show you that. This right here are the armholes, and this right here is the front. So we are going to keep repeating for 0 to 3 months. We keep repeating until you have 21 centimeters, not inches, until you have 21 centimeters. 21 centimeters. That's for 0 to 0 to 3 months. For 3 to 6 months, you continue until you have 22 centimeters. 6 to 12 months, 23 centimeters. 12 to 18 months, 24 centimeters, 18 to 24 months, 25 centimeters. I'm going to keep the size chart. I'm going to write that on the screen so that you can follow suit. So I will keep repeating until I have 23 centimeters, and that will give me, I think that is around 9 inches, a little above, a little more than 9 inches. Yeah. So when I have my 23 centimeters for the front, I will come and show you what next to do. So this is what I have after completing my yoke, and the length of my yoke is 12.5 centimeters. For 0 to 3 months, you should have around 11.5. 3 to 6 months, 12 centimeters. I'm doing 6 to 12 months, which I have 12.5 centimeters. Excuse me. For size 12 to 18 months, you should be having around 13 centimeters, and 18 to 24 you should have around 14 centimeters. So right now, and for the chest round, I said we need 23. As you can see, this is 21 centimeters without being stretched, and can conveniently stretch to 23 or even more. So I have that done. So right now we are going to be shaping the armhole. We are going to be dividing the front, the armhole. So I've worked in total I actually did 14 rows, starting from here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. I have 14 rows in total. So after completing the yoke, so right now you are going to work from here. Okay, you start your next row and work until you get to the first corner. So I have done mine, and as you can see, I have my corner. I'm already at the corner. So here's what we are going to do. So after completing it, I have my corner. I will go ahead and work 1 double crochet in the corner. Then I will go ahead and chain 4. 1 2 3 4. Make sure that whatever chain you'll be doing, make sure it's an even number. So after that, I will go ahead, I will skip all of this armhole. I'm going to skip everything, and I will jump into the next armhole, which is this, and I'll work a double crochet inside. As you can see, we have the armhole. So after that, I will go ahead and start working my pattern, my X stitch pattern. I will go ahead, start working it until I get to the next armhole right here. And when I get here, I will come and show you what next to do. So I am right here at the corner. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to repeat the same thing we did here. So you are going to work a double crochet in the corner, then chain 4. 1 2 3 4. And after that, I'll skip all of this and jump into the next armhole, which is this, and work a double crochet. And I will go back to working my pattern, my X pattern. So I will go ahead and complete my remaining stitches. So after completing my last X stitch, we are going to be slip stitching into the very first stitch here at the back. So we are going to be joining our yoke at the back. So right here, I will go ahead and make a slip stitch. So this is what we have. So this is what it looks like after shaping the armhole. So this, here we are going to have the arms, and this is the front. So moving on to the next round, because right now we are working in rounds. You are going to chain up 2 as usual and turn. So we are going to be working our X stitch in all stitches round. So we go ahead and work our X stitches until we get right here, and I will come and show us how we are going to work into our chains. So just like we would normally do, you skip the first stitch and move to the next. You work a double crochet, and you go back to the skipped stitch and work a double crochet inside, and we go ahead and repeat this until I get to the chains. So I am right here at my chains. As you can see, we have 1 double crochet here, so I'm going to skip that and move to my first chain here. I'll go in, make a double crochet, then I'll go back to the skipped double crochet and work a double crochet inside. Then I'll move to the next. So after doing that, moving to the next. This is the next chain. I'll skip that. I'll move to the next one. I'll work a double crochet and I'll go back to, okay, no, I've worked in that. This is not the next, this is the next chain. I'll skip it. I'll move here. I'm trying to locate my, okay, I've worked here, so this is my next chain. I'll skip it. I'll move here, work a double crochet, then I'll go back to the skipped chain. I'll work a double crochet inside, and the next, this is the last chain. Trying to locate it. This is the last chain. I'm going to skip it. I'll move to this stitch. I'll move here. I'll work a double crochet, then I'll go back to the last chain I skipped and work a double crochet inside. So just like that, we worked into our chains. Then we go ahead and continue working our X stitches. So we go ahead and complete this round. When you get to the other side, you repeat the same thing we did here. So after completing my round, I'll go ahead and slip stitch in the very first double crochet, which is this. So right now we will always slip stitch at the end of each round. Chain 2 and turn. So right now we are going to be increasing in the next round. So we are not going to be working X stitch, we are going to be working our regular double crochet round. So after slip stitching, we are going to chain 2 as usual, and we are going to turn. So into this very first stitch, we are going to work 2 double crochets inside. 1, and I'll go back and add 1 more. So we made an increase. Into the next stitch, I'll work 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch, I'll work 1 double crochet. Into the third stitch, I'll make an increase up to there. Into the next stitch, work 1 double crochet. The next stitch, you work 1 double crochet, and into the third, I'll make an increase. Again, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, then you increase in the next stitch. So this is going to be the repetition for this round. So we go ahead and repeat this pattern. 1 1, then you make an increase. 1 1, you make an increase. So go ahead and repeat this. When I have this done, I'll come and show you what next to do. So I'm right here at the end. I finished with 2 double crochets. So we go ahead and slip stitch in our very first stitch. So right now we are going to be working on the skirt part of our dress. Remember, it's a layered dress, so we are going to be working a mesh underneath, then we are going to work our layers on top of the mesh. So we are going to start with chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5, then we turn. After chaining 5, this chain 5 counts as a double crochet with chain 2. So the double crochet is, we are not working any stitch here again. So here is our last stitch, which is going to be our first stitch here. So this is it. So our chain 3 here counts as the double crochet here. So chain 2, you are going to skip 1 stitch, then work a double crochet in the next. Chain 2, skip 1, next we are going to skip 2, 1 2, you double crochet in the third. We are alternating between skipping 1 and skipping 2. You chain 2, you skip 1 stitch, you double crochet in the next. You chain 2, you skip 2 stitches, 1 2, you double crochet in the next, you chain 2, you skip 1 stitch, you double crochet in the next, you chain 2, you skip 2 stitches, 1 2, you double crochet in the next. So we go ahead and keep repeating this until we get to the very end. So I am right here at the back. So after skipping 1, then working my double crochet, I have just 1 stitch left. So I'm going to chain 2, skip that last stitch, and slip stitch in my 3rd chain. Remember, we started with 5 chains, so I'm going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. 1 2 3. So we have this done. So right now, the length of this mesh will depend on how long you want your dress to be. If you are making this dress for 5 years above, I'll suggest yours should be 4 layers and not 3 layers. So I want my layers to have 6 of this mesh in between. So I'll be making 13 rows of this in total. So my first layer will be right on this very first row. So I'm going to count 6 of this. I'm going to count 6 rows. Then my second layer will be there. Then 6 rows, which is the last row. I'm going to work my last layer there. If you are doing for 0 to 3 or 0 to 6 months, I'll suggest you do 11 rows. So you are going to divide that and work your 3 layers in between that 11 rows. But as for me, I will be doing 13 rows. So for 12 to 18 months, I'll suggest you do around 15 or 17 rows. So like I said, for 5 years, I'll suggest to work 4 layers instead of 3. So to continue working our skirt pattern, you chain up 5. You always start with chain 5. 1 2 3 4 5. You skip the space, you go ahead and work a double crochet on your double crochet. Chain 2, skip the space, work a double crochet on your double crochet. Chain 2, skip the space, work a double crochet on your double crochet. So I will go ahead and complete this. And when I come to the end, I will come and show you how to finish and how to start the next row. So I've completed round 2. I will go ahead and slip stitch in my 3rd chain. So for the next few rounds that we'll be doing, like I said, the length of this depends on how long you want your gown to be. So I'll go ahead and chain 5, 3 4 5, and also note that we want each layer to cover each other completely. So we don't want this mesh to show at all. So we will want our first layer to cover the second layer conveniently, and the second layer covering the 3rd layer very well. So we don't want the mesh to show. So make sure that the distance you're going to have in between each layer is not too much. The space in between is not too much. So if you have a very long mesh, then you might need to do 4 layers or more. So but if you are doing 3 layers, make sure it is not too long. So after chaining 5, you go into the next double crochet, make a double crochet, you chain 2, make a double crochet on the double crochet, chain 2, a double crochet. So I will go ahead, complete this and work my remaining rounds, and when I have that completely, we'll come and start making our layers. So this is what I have after working my mesh. I did 15 rounds instead of 13. I decided to add 2 more rounds because I wanted a little bit longer. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. So I did 15 rounds, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be marking where my middle layer is going to be. Right here, this last row, that's where my first layer will be, while this first row here will be my second layer, while the 3rd one we are going to be counting. I have 15, so I'll count 7 boxes on each side. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So right here is where I'm going to have my middle layer. So just make sure that the number of this thing you do is an odd number, so it will be easy for you. 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, so we have that marked. So we are going to be starting. I'm going to chain one and fasten off. Fasten off. So my the color I want to use for the first layer here at the bottom is this deep blue, navy blue. So I'm going to turn like this, and I'll grab my yarn. I'll make a knot, and I'm starting my work here in this chain 2 space. So I'll go right inside. I'll chain up 3. 1 2 3. So after chaining 3 into that same space, I'm going to add one more double crochet, then chain 1. Make sure you chain loosely, then work 2 more double crochets inside. 1 2. So the first chain 3 that we did counts as our first double crochet. So like this, we have 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So you move to the next box. We are working into the space. You repeat the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. You move to the next box and repeat the same thing. 2 double crochets, 1 2, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So this is what we are going to be repeating all through this round. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So we go ahead and repeat that until we get right here at the end. So I'm right here at the end of the round. So I'll go ahead and slip stitch on the top, on the top of the chain 3 that I started with. So I'll go right ahead, make a slip stitch, and after that I'll slip stitch into the next double crochet, and I'll go into this space and make a slip stitch as well. So we want to make our way into this chain 1 space. So that's how you made I think we did 3 slip stitches in total. So after that, we are going to start our second round. You chain up 3 again, 1 2 3. You go ahead, work 1 double crochet, and after that chain 1, then 2 more double crochets inside. 1 2. It's just a repetition of what we did earlier. So after that, you move to the next. You are going to skip this. You are going to move to the next chain 1 space. Do not work here. We are working inside this space. So you go right into the next chain 1 space and repeat the same thing. 1 2, chain 1, then 2 more double crochet. 1 and 2. Again, you skip the next 4 stitches. 1 2 3 4. You move to the next chain 1 space and repeat the same thing. 1 2, chain 1, 1 2. So we go ahead and repeat this pattern until we get back right here. So I'm right here at the end of the round. So I will go ahead and slip stitch in my chain 3 on the top. I'll slip stitch. Now move to the next double crochet. I'll make a slip stitch there. I'll move to my chain 1 space, make a slip stitch. So we are going to start with chain 3 again. 1 2 3. Yeah, and one thing is, if you want your own layers to be longer, you might want to repeat this last row that this last two rows that we did. You might need to repeat maybe one more or two rows if you want your layer to be longer. So after that, I'm going to add 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, then chain 1 loosely, then work 3 more double crochet inside. 1, 2, 3. So for the first 2 rounds we did 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So right now we are moving to 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So I'll move to the next chain 1 space. Remember, you are skipping all this. You are moving to the next chain 1 space. I will repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 loosely, then 3 double crochets again. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Move to the next. You skip these stitches right here. You move to the next chain 1 space. You repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be the repetition for this round. So you go ahead and repeat this until you get back right here where we started. So I have completed round 3. So I will go ahead and slip stitch on top of my chain 3. Then I will go ahead, I'll slip stitch in the next double crochet. I'll slip stitch in the 3rd double crochet, and I'll slip stitch in my chain 1 space. So this is what we have. So for the 4th round, we are going to be repeating the same thing we just finished. Start with chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and work 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, and after that I'll chain 1 loosely, then work 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. It's just the repetition of our previous round. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets, chain 1, then 3 double crochets, all in our chain 1 space. So I will go ahead and repeat this, and when I'm done I will come and show you what next to do. So I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th round completed. So in case you want to make your layers, you want to make it longer, then you might need to repeat one more round of the round we just finished, which is 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So for my next round, I'm going to slip stitch in the next double crochet, slip stitch in the next one, then I will go ahead and slip stitch in the chain 1 space. Then I will go ahead, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, which is my first double crochet. I will go ahead and add 3 more double crochets. Okay, I'll do that again. 2, 3, chain 1 loosely, then I'll work 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we did, our chain 3 counts as our first double crochet, so and we added 3 more double crochets, so that means we worked 4 double crochets, chain 1, 4 double crochets. So that is the repetition for this round. So I'll move to the next space, next chain 1 space, and work 4 double crochets as 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, then 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will go ahead and repeat this all through. 4 double crochets, chain 1, 4 double crochets. So I'll go ahead and repeat that until I get to the very end. So I am right here at the end of the round, so I will go ahead and slip stitch in my chain 3. So I'm going to find my way to the chain 1 space, which is here. So I'll make 1, 2, 3, then I'll go right into the middle and I'll make a slip stitch. Now I'll go ahead, I will chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And after that, I will go ahead, we are repeating what we just did, what we just finished doing. 4 double crochets, chain 1, 4 double crochets, and make sure that you chain loosely. If your chain is tight, then you can go ahead and make 2 chains. That's for me, I'll be chaining loosely. So I'll go right in. I'm adding 3, I have 1, 2, so I'm adding 2 more double crochets. Then chain 1 loosely, then 4 double crochets again. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. And I'll move to the next again, move to the next chain 1 space of 1. You go ahead, work 4 double crochets, chain 1, 4 double crochets, and we go ahead and repeat this all the way until we come back to the very end. So after that, we'll come and work the last round of our layer. So I've come to the end of the round, so I will go ahead and make a slip stitch in my chain on top of my chain 3. So if you want to make your layer longer, you can just add 1 more row to the row we finished. So instead of having two rows of each pattern, you are going to have 3 rows for each set instead of 2. So the final round, I will go ahead and stitch all the way until I get to the chain 1 space right here. Then I will chain 3, and I will go ahead and add 9 more double crochets in here. So we'll be working 10 double crochets in total. So this is 1, 2, 3. So I'll go ahead complete 10 double crochets. So I have my 10 double crochets done. And after that, I'll just jump right into the next chain 1 space and repeat the same thing. 1, 2. So that's the repetition for this round. 10 double crochets in each chain 1 space. When I come to the end, I will go ahead, I will slip stitch right here, chain 1 and fasten off, and we'll come and start working on the second layer. So I am right here at the end, so I'll just go ahead and slip stitch in my, I'll go ahead and slip stitch on the top of the chain 3, chain 1 and fasten off. So we have finished the first layer, and this is what it looks like. So we are going to be working on the second layer. So I'll be using this baby pink. So I'll make a slip knot. I'm going to turn my gown to the back, right here at the back. So I'm right here at the back. The marked, what's it called? The marked row or the marked round. So that's where I'm working around. So we'll be working around our chain 2. So I will go ahead, join my yarn and start with chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I will go ahead and add 1 more double crochet, chain 1, then work 2 more double crochets in that same space. 1, 2. We are just repeating exactly the same thing we did on our first layer. That's what we'll be repeating on the remaining 2 layers. So we move to the next row, which is this, the next chain 2, which is this. So I move here and repeat the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 1, then 2 double crochets. You move to the next, right here, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So we go ahead, repeat this all the way until you get to the very end, and also we just go ahead and repeat this exact same thing we did for the first layer. So as you can see, I have 2 layers done. This is the blue and the pink. So the final one I'll be showing you how to do now. So the thing is, if we do our last layer around here, we are going to be having this mesh design around here, and it's going to look kind of awkward, which I don't want. But if you wish to, you can go ahead. But as for me, I'll be working in these stitches that we skipped. So I think this is the back, so I will just go right into here. Remember when we were doing the mesh, we skipped 2, skip 1, skip 2, so we'll be working around those stitches. So I'll go right in, join my yarn and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. That's my first double crochet. I'll go back into that same stitch. I will add 1 more. That's 2 double crochet, chain 2, then go back into that same space and add 2 more double crochets. Remember, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets. After that, I'll move to the next space, which is okay. The next space is this. We have 2 double crochets here, so I will just enter into any of the 2. We are entering into one of the double crochet. Where we have 2, you just enter 1. Where we have 1, you will enter the one that we have there. I hope that makes sense. So 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And after that, I'll move to the next space, which is this right here. I think I have 2 here, 1, 2. So I'll just enter into any of this. 1, 2, chain 1, 1, 2. I'll move to the next space, which is this. I think I have just 1 double crochet here. To avoid this thing, you can use your stitch marker to mark the stitches. So this is the next, it's just 1 double crochet here. So I'll go into the stitch, work 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, then 1, 2. Into the next, we have 2 double crochets in the next, so I will enter any of the 2. We enter here and work my pattern, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So I will go ahead, complete this round, then I will come and show you how we are going to start the next round. So after coming to the end of the round, as usual, we are going to slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain, and we've just finished our first round for this layer. And after that, we are going to slip stitch into the next double crochet, then slip stitch into the chain 1 space. So that we'll go ahead and chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet. And I will go ahead, I'll add 1 more double crochet, chain 1, and add 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. It's just the same thing as the previous layers that we did. You move to the next chain 1 space and repeat the pattern. 1, 2. So we go ahead, repeat the exact same thing we did for the previous layers. If you added more rounds to your own, make sure you do the same thing for this. So when I have the 3 layers completed, I will come and show you how we are going to work the edging around the back and also accessorize our dress. So I have my 3 layers completed, and this is what it looks like. I knew this color combination was going to bang. Like, it looks so fine. So right now we are going to be working around the edges at the back and the neckline. So I want my button to be here and my buttonhole will be here. So I'm going to start my edging here. So I'm going to work all the way like this, blah blah blah, and come back here. So I'm going to fasten off here. So before I fasten off, I'm going to leave a long tail to join my button, to seam my button. So that's why I'll be starting here. So I'm going to grab my white yarn and make a knot. and right on this side on this point I'm going to join with a chain. So I'm going to hide these tails along. So on each row you're going to be working two single crochets. So 1 and 2, 1 here, the second one on this ridge, second here, 2, 1 here, 1, the second one here, 2, 1 here, 1 here, the second one here, 2. So I'll go ahead, repeat that until I get here, and I'll come and show you how we are going to jump on the other side. So I'm right here at the end of this line. This line here, as you can see, we have a clean edge. So I'm going to work 1 single crochet in this point right here, or we can actually skip it, it's not necessary, and just jump right in on this side. This is the first line here. Just jump right here. The first one we go here, 1, and the next one we go here, 2, 1, then 2, 1, 2. So I will go ahead, repeat this until I get to the top, where I will come and show you how we are going to be making our buttonhole. So I am right here at the top, so I will go ahead and chain 2, 1, 2. This actually depends on the size of button you want to use. As for me, I'm using this 1 centimeter wide button. As you can see, it's around 1 centimeter wide. Okay, I think 1.5 centimeters. Yeah, 1.5 centimeter wide. So let me see, 3 chains. Then I'll go back into that same spot where I worked my last single crochet, and I'll go ahead and add, okay, I can get to this top, a single crochet, and as you can see, it's quite tight, so I'm going to add 1 more chain. So the buttonhole is quite small for the size of button I'm using, so I will go ahead and add 1 more chain. Then I will go back with my single crochet. So I'm going to try that now. As you can see, we have that in. And if you want it, if you don't want it too easy like that, you don't want it too free, I mean, you want it firm, then you can just leave it at 3 chains, then continue working your single crochet. So we are going into our foundation chain now. So we'll be working 1 single crochet into each and every of our foundation chain along the neckline. So I will go ahead, work 1 single crochet in all chains all the way until I get right here. When I get here, I will slip stitch into the first single crochet we did here, chain 1, and leave a long tail for the button, for sewing of the button and fasten off. As you can see, we have a more finished and neat neckline now, and also the back of our dress. So right now, this is what we are going to do before we accessorize our gown. We are going to weave in all ends, and I'll also go ahead and attach my button right here at the back, weaving all ends, and we'll come and do the remaining finishing. So I'll be using this tool to accessorize my dress. I'll be using this ribbon. If you don't have a ribbon, no problem, you can just make a long chain and pass it. I'll be passing the ribbon through this. You see where we joined the armhole? You see this is where we joined where we shaped our armhole. So the next row right here, right underneath this one, before where we increase, that's where we'll be passing our ribbon, and that's where you'll be passing your chain if you are doing chain instead of ribbon. As for me, I'll be using ribbon. So I'll be passing from the back. So this right here is the back, the center at the back. I'm passing in on this line. So I'll go in here and come out, in out, in, out, in, out. That's my ribbon, and I'm going to straighten that out just like that, as you can see. And I will go ahead and continue doing this in, out, in, out, just like that. And I will go ahead continue this all the way around until I come right here to where I started. So after passing it around, I've cut the excess, so I'm going to be frying the head end so as to avoid this. As you can see, I want to avoid that loose end. So we're just going to make a bowl. I'm actually supposed to adjust the hands. So I've adjusted the hand. Though it's not equal, but it's still better than earlier. So I'll just make my bowl just like that. So if you don't like the ribbon idea, like I said, you can use your yarn and just make chains. I think I actually prefer the chain because this might get lost, but the chain is going to, you know, it's part of the dress, so you be careful with it. So finally, I'll be using my glue to attach that here. You can decide to put that in the center, but I think around the side like this, it's perfect. So I'm going to use my glue. So I'll just put my glue and attach that, and I'll come and show you the finished dress. So here is my finished dress. You're going to be seeing a little clip at the end of the video with the dress on the mannequin. So this marks the end of this video tutorial, and I hope you find it useful. If so, please give it a thumbs up, like, and if you are not yet a subscriber, kindly subscribe to the channel. We'll be dropping a written pattern for this, for a token, just a token. Yeah, and my link for the month of June, which is next month, okay, which is this month, we're in June already. So all my patterns will be available at a discounted price. So all pattern will be going for $1. Yeah, you heard me right, $1. So I have the link in the description box. If you're interested, you would like to support, kindly check it out. And by next week, we'll be we'll be making a 2-in-1 set for baby boys. Remember, I said I'll try as much as possible whenever we are dropping something for the ladies, for the girls, yeah, our ladies, we're dropping something for our little men. So we should be dropping something with this color combination because I think I love this 3 combo. So we'll be dropping a 2-in-1 set, shirt and shorts with this color combination, and I'll be using a very beautiful pattern. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. So subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. So until next week, take care, bye.